Pisces babies, my fish friends, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Tasha, aka Mama Jim, aka Jim the Butterfly. I am here with your, I guess you want to call this a mid. It's almost December 20th, y'all. I apologize, your girl was tired. Okay, I am here with your, I'm gonna say mid December 2016. The last 2 weeks. We'll do a little weekly, small little week with the playing cards, and then we will go all the way into January 2017 with the Rider-Waite and the self-care behavior cards. All right, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos. Sticking with your girl throughout the year. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what we have for the Pisces babies. Pisces, that just popped out. So we're just going to hold that right there for you. Yeah, that's it. Let's see. Oh, not there. Wow. Oh. Yeah, that was it. What in the hell, Pisces, y'all got going on? I'm drawing out the middle of the deck. Okay, Pisces, you have the Four of Swords coming up here. Somebody need to sit down and chill out for a minute. Maybe some of you going on vacation. Let's see. All you need to know, you need to chill your mind out. Straight up, you starting off the beginning of the week. Some of my Pisces are starting off in the beginning of the week feeling like, yeah, shit. You're feeling down, man. Like, I feel like, for some of you, feel like you hit rock bottom. What's up with that, Pisces? I don't know about that now. Feeling like your world is turned upside down. And I feel like some of you, I hear very specifically that some of you just had what do you do? An anxiety attack. Y'all, I could not get my mind right. You got really upset really quickly. It feels like it's something that came and went. It's not a lasting feeling, but you definitely got in your feelings about something at the beginning of the week, Pisces. What's going on? Let me see what you got in your feelings about. Yeah, this was an anxiety attack. Yeah, I feel like, it's just the pressures of the world is just coming down on you a little bit too much and you just couldn't handle it. It was just very overwhelming, an overwhelming sense of emotion, an overwhelming sense of just stress. Just stress. That's why this Four of Swords came out before you, because it's time for you to take a break, man. I feel like for some of you doing so much. I keep seeing the word cortisol. So yeah, stress. You definitely stress, all right? Some of you, I feel like your adrenaline levels are up. I feel like long hot showers are long overdue for you. A long hot bath is long overdue for you. A massage. I feel like, at this week here, starting with December 19th, we're going in the middle of the week of December 19th. You have the Four of Hearts. I feel like that's like more like the aftermath for you, Pisces. It's like you have this anxiety attack or whatever it is, and you have like this feeling towards Tuesday and Thursday, between Tuesday and Thursday, like blah, like what are you doing? I don't know. Like I feel like it took you for a loop in a sense. But by the end of the week, you're getting back to yourself with the Two of Cups. Now, for some of you, this could be a blowout between your mate. Could be a family member. I feel like for some of you, it feels like you have been contemplating moving on or moving forward in a situation, and whatever it is, I feel like it's going to get back on track come the end of the week. Now, starting at the beginning of next week, you have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like for some of you, there's a new fire with you. There's a spark of creativity here. What I would tell you is to be careful about doubting yourself, because you really have a good foundation creatively right now. I feel like for some of you, when it comes to your sense of Motivation is definitely going to be sparked, maybe because it's just, you know, it's the end of the year and you're ready to get things started and move on into 2017. I feel like, don't allow, again, here's this anxiety card with the 9 of spades here. Please do not allow anxiety to get to you. Now, it may not be just anxiety. You have this spark of energy because it's like it's like a recoil, what I feel like the end of the month, that you could very well be careful. Make sure you get enough sleep, because I feel like this is more so, instead of having anxiety, maybe a little bit of doubt, but I also feel like there's some insomnia with this card. Okay, so make sure you get some sleep. And look how they're these are little, I think these are little lions or whatever, tigers, leopards. I don't know if you can really see it, but their faces are all upside down. So I feel like this is you, because of lack of sleep, your world feels it like you can't think properly, okay? So be careful about that during the middle of next week. And then by the end of the week, though, I feel like you're going to be back on in a good space. I just feel like over the next 2 weeks, you're just kind of up and down and up and down. I feel like, again, with this card, the 4 of Swords, is to tell you to rest your mind. Like, I feel like for some of you, you're definitely overthinking too much. You're worried. And I don't know why you're worried. I feel like some of you are worried about going out on your own. You may be thinking about leaving a relationship. Like, some of you are really thinking, like, you know what? I am not taking this motherfucker into 2017 with me, and I got to do this, but I don't really want to, but I know that I need to. It could be that type of situation too. But I feel like there's a lot of back and forth right now. I feel like you're not all the way settled. But what I will tell you is, if you're trying to give yourself a timeline or a deadline to be done with something by the end of 2017, I'm telling you now, I got a feeling that you probably won't be done with it. So just chill out for a minute and don't overstress yourself, because when it's time for you to get rid of whatever it is or walk away from whatever it is you'll do it. All right. So don't try to give yourself a timeline, especially when you're not ready. Moving on. Going to January. Let me put this up. January for the Piscean friends. We're going to keep that. Of health. So let's see what we have here. Okay. I feel like, oh, and we have to get a self-care behavior card, guys. Hold on. Oh, that one just fell out, baby. And that's a beautiful one. We're just going to skip ahead and like blessings. All right. So we'll get to that in a minute. But here you are, my Piscean friends. With the general energy, you have the Queen of Cups. So this is you, male or female. I feel like for some of you, you are, I keep, like, you see how she's looking? She's looking at, her little I guess it's a scepter. I'm not really sure what that is. I feel like she's observing something. I feel like for you, Pisces, this is you observing, like you're detaching from your life and observing yourself. It's like a depersonalization type of feeling that I have. Like it feels almost out of body-ish, okay? Some of you may be having some out of body experiences. I feel like some of you may be astral traveling. Some of you are going to have some very vivid dreams. I feel like some of you are very intuitive and you're going by your feelings. I feel like for some of you, this is the card of the mother. I feel like some of you are really watching. You're very protective over your children during the month of January. Not to say that you were not ever before, but you're really you have a lot of gut feelings about your kids, and listen to them, because I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of messages. And here's that child again with the Page of Swords. I feel like for some of you, maybe this child is a very curious child. I feel like this child likes to get into things, a very just maybe a little precocious. I feel Capricorn had a Page of Wands kid like that. So this child is very, I feel like for some of you that you are looking into ways to educate your child. You know, maybe your child is in a gifted class or something, and you're finding other activities to help keep them stimulated for school or during school, after school, whatever. I feel like for some of you, you have this energy as well. I feel like you're trying to get, like, I keep feeling like somebody's getting into stuff. Like they always, like they kind of prying, they're a little nosy in a sense. It's just only because they have a thirst for knowledge. This could be you. Maybe for you, this is, like I said, you're looking at yourself. You're allowing your feelings to come and go. I feel like some of you are, instead of allowing your feelings to come and go, I feel like some of you are really examining and trying to figure out, why do you do the things that you do? You know what I mean? I feel like some of you are literally dissecting yourself inside out to get a better understanding of yourself. And it's time, okay? Where you are now within career, you have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. I feel like some of you are walking away from your job. I feel like some of you maybe I just want to let you know, some of you may be you may be let off, you may be laid off, you may be but I don't feel that as much for as more as people may be walking away. I feel like for some, if you're not walking away, you're starting the year off on with a list of the things that you ain't gonna do at your job anymore. I feel like for some of you, it could also be that you are not giving into this self-limiting belief that you cannot be or achieve something when it comes to your career. I feel like for some of you, it's time for you to stop being so complacent, and you're realizing that, and you're going to be using that energy to propel you forward to obtain more. So I feel like career advancement is something that is definitely on your mind right now. I feel like for some of you, maybe even retiring. I feel like for some, it could be a job that just felt like a drag. And so, you know, again, with the Queen of Cups, you're looking at your life like, okay, like I feel like you're replaying a tape. Okay, so I've done this, I've done that. So what am I going to do now? When it comes to finances, you have the excellent card with the King of Pentacles here. I feel like you are feeling your finances are pretty stable this month, all right? And in whatever capacity stable is for you. I feel like for some of you, you are trying to definitely resolve debt. I feel like for some of you, you could even be something about this card always says some type of banking. I feel like for some of you, you're getting serious about your finances, and I feel like you're only making practical purchases. All right. I feel like for those who are familiar with what a low budget is, I've been reading this book. I need to get it. Hold on one second. This is a great book. And for those who follow me on Instagram, you may have seen me. I think I've taken pictures and posted. It's called The Wealthy Spirit by Shelley Campbell. Daily affirmations for financial stress reduction. When I see this card, the King of Pentacles, and it's an older book too, y'all. I believe. Hold on. Yeah, this book was copyrighted in 2002. But every day you have a new affirmation that there's a story along with it. But anywho, I feel like with the King of Pentacles here, I feel like for some of you, you on a low budget month. And what that book explains is when you on a low budget month, that means that you try your best not to spend any money. Okay. You're only making practical, money purchases or practical choices, financial choices regarding how you spend your money. You purposely try. It's like you try to make it into a game. Now, I don't always see the King of Pentacles as a miser, but I do feel like for some of you, you're not making foolish choices when it comes to your money. You're really trying to save up for something, okay? And it may be for your future, but I also feel like you have something that you're planning, okay? Whatever that is, it could be something for your dad, it could be something for your husband, it could be something for your family, but whatever it is, you realize that you got to lay back on your spending. I love it. When it comes to your love and your love and relationship, you have the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups in reverse. I feel like for some of you, you're kind of a little unsure about where you are as far as emotions. Goes back to what I said, you're kind of dissecting yourself. You usually are pretty sure about your emotions, and I feel like for some of you, you may be a little overly emotional this month. So whereas if you are used to being more contained with your emotions, I feel like you may have more emotional outbursts. Going back to at the end of December, like I said, you may have like this anxiety or whatever. I feel like it continues in December, in January. Now, I also feel like for some of you that what's happening with you right now, you're having a it's like a softening. It's like a what is the word that I'm looking for? Now, y'all, I'm gonna tell you what I keep feeling. I keep feeling like y'all see, you know how people get the meat tenderized and they bang the meat. I feel like somebody is banging, like the creator is banging you to tenderize you in a sense, because it's time for you to get more in touch with your emotions, Pisces, and display those emotions without feelings of backlash, without feelings of being judged, and speaking your truth. I feel like for some of you, this could be in regards to a father figure. This could be a husband. I feel like for some of you, this could be your husband or father, someone towards you. I do feel like it's more male. It could be affecting my male Pisces a little bit more, you know, you're definitely getting in touch with your feminine energy this month, and it may be throwing off your masculine energy because you're just like, what the hell? I'm crying and I'm all up in my feelings. I'm tripping. I don't know why I'm tripping. I feel like that's part of the reason. And I feel like people around you may notice it, but you know what? I feel like it doesn't bother anybody but you. It makes you feel uncomfortable because you've been trying to hold yourself together so much, but I feel like it's time to let those emotions flow. All right. When it comes to your health section, you have the 8 of Wands. I keep seeing y'all may have to get some lab drawn, like blood drawn this month. I don't know. Something about these wands are looking like little IV, like needle catheters or something. I feel like for some of you, be careful about dehydration. I also feel like the 8 of Wands is about communication. I feel like you may be getting maybe you're getting some lab results back, some test result back. I feel like they're going to be positive in a good way. They'll be what you want to hear. I feel like some of you, if you've had some type of surgery or you're planning some type of surgery, I do feel like or some type of procedure, you will have a speedy recovery. I feel like for some of you, be careful about running yourself too much. Again, there's about finding this balance. I feel like the energy is there for you to be quickly tired or be short of breath. Make sure you take plenty of breaks, especially if you're exercising, you're getting back into a new exercise regimen. Make sure that you're taking plenty of breaks to allow your body to catch up and compensate. for what you for all the exertion that you're placing on your body. Let me get one more card. That's interesting. Not oh, the Lovers in reverse. Some of you, going back to those lab results, I feel like excuse me, I feel like for some of you, I'm trying to figure out how I'm trying to say what I'm saying. Like, it's the Lovers to me is about choices. I don't feel it's like it's a connection. Some of you may be deciding to go get tested for STDs or whatever. You may have heard some news, but I don't feel like that for a lot of people. I just feel like whatever you're hearing regarding your health, it may result in you changing your health. Like maybe you, and I keep seeing high cholesterol, hearing high cholesterol. Some of you may find out you have high cholesterol, but I do feel like there's some type of lab draws or lab test or some type of diagnostic test that's going on this month. And whatever it is, it's going to prompt you to make better choices for yourself. All right. Where you are with your self-care behaviors, you have blessings. I like this card. Again, this is about you being, I feel like this is about you blessing yourself, you getting back in touch with yourself. Look at her. Look at her. Her eyes are closed. She's holding herself. I feel like this is just like blessings of love or whatever, what have you, around her. She's giving love back to herself. It says, count your blessings. A grateful heart attracts more joy, love, and prosperity. And I do feel like that with you. I feel like, excuse me, Pisces, that December ends off a little, the year ends off a little shaky for you, only because you know and you feel that you're moving into a new space. Allow that energy to come in. Be thankful for what you've gone through and be grateful for what you're about to embark on, because you are me. I feel like for you guys, you're really stepping into your truth, but you have to allow some of these feelings again to come and go, and let them flow through you, and to try not to hold on to so much, and be ready to be playful. Be ready to look in, to be curious about anything that you can think of. I feel like for some of you, you're doing a lot of research this month. Okay. And it's only for your betterment. All right. Maybe some of you may need to start reciting daily affirmations or learning more about affirmations at this time, and learning and really like understanding how blessed you are given where you've come from and where you're headed. All right, guys. I love you. Have a happy holiday, and I will see you soon. Bye.